Centurions Watch presents Operation X, empowering military families to live extraordinary lives, with your host, founder, Doug Hedrick.
On today's show, we're going to look at how military marriage specifically, can last. Keith Morgan, the National Director of Crew Military and a former Army Colonel officer. Going back to you and your history of being in the military all those years, and you and Sharon, in my opinion, have a great marriage and are a good example for others to follow. What was maybe a couple things to help you create a marriage that lasts?
That's a great question, Doug. I would say it's important for couples to avoid isolation and to move intentionally toward oneness in marriage, being united spiritually, emotionally, and physically. And I would put it to you like this, and I would give it to you in three C's, three words that begin with the letter C.
I like that. Make it simpler.
Yeah, makes it relevant here. And the first C is commitment. And I think commitment to Christ is the most important thing you can do in a marriage. We all understand what that commitment involves, surrendering your heart over to Christ, praying, spending time with the Lord. But you also made a commitment on your wedding day. And that commitment was to marry your wife, to stay married to her, and for better or worse, richer or poorer, in sickness and in health. And you made that oath, you made that vow, not only in front of your friends and family, but you made it before God as well. Second C would be communication. You probably had some communication with your spouse before you got married to her and during your dating or courting time. And so you want to continue to maintain an attitude of communicating with your spouse after you get married, because that really contributes to the health of your marriage, and not to be withdrawn or to hide emotions or feelings from your spouse. So communication is a very important dimension in your marriage. And then the third thing I would say is community. They say that life is not an individual sport, it's a team sport. And the same thing applies to marriage. You want to be involved with other people, friends, like-minded Christians who can come alongside, encourage you, spend time with you, pray with you. And I would say that's one thing that Sharon and I have been very intentional on over the years, 30 years of marriage, is that we've always been involved in a small group study of some sort. So the three C's again: commitment, communication, and community will help you build a marriage relationship that will go the distance and last a lifetime.
Thank you, Keith. Those are some great insights.